PS Vita made a slimmer, lighter weight version. Oh gee golly gosh. An iPhone 5S, 5C, what's next? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Redhead Geek Show. In a surprise move Monday, Sony unveiled a cheap set-top box. Meet the new PS Vita. So pretty! The arrival of the PS4 encourages a refresh for its handheld gaming device aimed at casual purchasers. So, what a better option than to have a handheld? The PS Vita 2000 is a smaller, about the size of a pack of cards, cheaper version of the handheld console, set for release in Japan in October, and is 20% thinner and 15% lighter, and will use a cheaper LCD screen rather than the original's OLED display, adding an extra hour to the battery life. 6 whole colors to choose from. They're pretty bright, reminds me of these. I don't know, must be the new trend. Hey, some people love neon. I don't know. The reason for its release so close to the PS4 launch is that you can use the Vita as a second screen or extra controller. Vita owners are also able to play PS4 titles remotely via their home's Wi-Fi connection, allowing console gaming when the main TV is in use. Plus, rumors persist that Sony is considering a bundle deal featuring both the PS4 and the Vita, but no announcements have been made just yet. Gigabyte shows off a new model in its Brix lineup of tiny gaming computers. Don't you guys know that tiny computers that can run games have been getting quite popular in recent times? Yeah? Yeah, you know that. Do you remember back in June when Alienware freshened up its X51 computer with Intel's Haswell chips? Newly dubbed Brix II, the entire gaming PC is smaller than an Xbox controller, and it has powerful laptop processors within a 4.5-inch wide enclosure. Packed with the Haswell chip and Intel's Iris Pro for graphics, it's supposed to be capable of great gaming. I mean, it is using the very best that Intel has to offer when it comes to integrated graphics. Y'all, you guys. Yous guys. I'm practicing new things to say because I'm a Texan. Brix 2 has an HDMI and mini DisplayPort output, USB 3.0 slots, Gigabit Wi-Fi, and 3.0mm audio jack. Users beware, you must get your own 2.5-inch hard drive for memory, and it also lacks an operating system right out of the box. So, I guess you gotta go get those. Set to hit stores in December and cost between $4.99 and $5.99, it's tiny and sure is packed with power. Despite the fact that it's so little you could lose it. Ha ha ha, no you won't. That would be stupid. It has been said to look and play some lovely games at 1080p. How many passwords are too many passwords? I've been asking myself that lately as I've been struggling to remember which account goes with what. It can get quite frustrating for sure. So this week I blogged about it a bit, which of course you can read on the Parts People link below. You know, because you want to read what I write about? Yeah. Undoubtedly, everything around us becomes connected to the internet. Your car, your appliances, email, phones. Hard to keep up with, in the very least. But with the world we live in, besides having passwords to prove our identity, do we not also have to protect our identity? It's pretty interesting, the different companies who are experimenting with new password sensors and ways to authenticate users. One example comes to Apple and their new idea for the latest iPhone release, incorporating a fingerprint sensor. Another being Motorola experimenting with electronic tattoos, or a startup in California which offers a single sign-on for various sites and devices. So basically, you've got one ID to open up a ton of your personal stuff. Sounds little iffy. What's the problem with that? Well, online or off, not many things have adopted such a system which would allow something like One ID to work with everything. The same notion goes for all the other experimental passcodes out there. So you mean Daria 12345 won't work for everything? I am amazed at the amount of passwords we are required to have for our day-to-day tasks. I'm also amazed the depth at which passwords can be broken. It is now being said that passwords up to 55 characters can be stolen. These risk factors are encouraging the new wave of identity verification. The ultimate question is, because our entire lives surround by being connected to the internet, what is the best way for a computer to authenticate our identity? Are passwords for every device a good idea? Better question, would having the same password connected to every device come back to bite you? As if you haven't heard enough about Apple's latest announcements, who else out there was expecting Apple to shake things up a bit by coming out with a low-priced model like $199 with no contract or free with contract? To no surprise, we've got $549 for the no contract price for the lowest Gigabyte model, the 16. Then, of course, $649 for the 32 gig. Wait, did I mention this is for the iPhone 5C, not even the 5S? For $199, you can get the iPhone 5S with 16 gigs. May I remind you that the Galaxy S4 is that same price of $199, or the Lumia 925 or HTC one for $100. So obviously, because we have heard the 5C is supposed to be cheaper and cheaper made, don't get sucked in thinking it's a low-cost iPhone option.
You think it's a new innovation, and it's not. And you keep falling for it.
iPhone 5S, however, runs iOS 7, looks almost exactly like the iPhone 5, and comes in some new colors. This, as mentioned before, will provide the fingerprint sensor and the new Sapphire home button that scans your finger at 500 points per inch to make sure it's you. Many things are alleged to be improved for the 5S: camera, video, better processor, better battery life, and other features. Night-night, afternoon, happy hour, or get off your butt and go to happy hour, whatever it may be that you're doing right now. Have a fantastical time. Check back in with me next Friday for more Red-Headed Geek Show news. And see these buttons? I don't actually know where they are, but they say like and subscribe. So yeah, click both.